This episode of ijdm, we are testing out the NearStream VM-33 streaming camera. Up next.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
And welcome back to ijdm, a new year, new products, new videos, all that great stuff. And we're going to start the new year off with something I don't normally do. I got offered this, and I get offered these review things. So this is kind of sponsored because they did send me these cameras to do a review. And I'm going to give you an honest interpretation of the review. I'm going to refrain on negatives simply because I don't like giving any negatives on a product unless it's really terrible. And so far, everything I've seen of this, it's all for the right intentions. And it's definitely a competitor with the Logitech Mevo cameras, which are been out in the market for a few years now. They were owned by Vimeo Livestream and sold off to Logitech. Since then, support from's been kind of, I don't know. I honestly haven't been happy with it. So it's great to see a new product on the market and being offered. And as with all these new products lately, I gotta say the packaging looks wonderful. If you want a review right there, it feels sturdy. It feels like you bought something of quality. And yeah, that's a good thing. So just looking around the box, I mean, it just tells you what it is. There is a 4K version of this camera, but they sent me the 2K, which is fine because in most streaming situations that I do, I would normally do it in just straight out 1080. I don't see a need to do something 4K unless you're really looking for that crisp, clean picture kind of thing. But we got the orange box here. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to stall on this video. And yeah, we'll slowly just wait for this. There we go. We'll throw that over there along with that. Opening up the box right away, and I did get two of these cameras, so I was able to kind of peek inside and kind of get an idea of what I was in for and what was here. So the rest of it's all just, I mean, as you're seeing it, as I'm actually recording this, it's happening. The big thing I don't like doing is scripting the videos too much. I do that on some videos lately, but I honestly just like to have the honest interpretation of what you're getting. We got a quick start guide here with a QR code. I'm guessing that's for downloading the app, mobile app. Yes, it is. And I am hoping with these cameras, there is a way to stream to OBS or VMIX or even Livestream Studio, doing something that way. But we'll see what's in store. And if anything, this so far, I gotta say, I like the packaging. It comes with an actual user manual, which, okay, well, yeah. I'm not gonna be negative, but I'd rather have a manual. It's like a little booklet than one of these fold-out deals. But everybody's doing this nowadays. It's just one of those things. I think it makes it cheaper, and of course your warranty card. What else do we got? We got looks like a USB-C cable. Yep, that's the modern day one, and that's good. Because I also see a lot of these cables are still using the old school one, but with video or anything else, I mean, really you want this new connector, and it's kind of becoming more of a standardized thing. And that's it for what's in the box. And we got the camera here with no fanfare or anything. We will just kind of, wow. I was not expecting this to be this big. I mean, wow, that is a lot of camera. I mean, I'm thinking it's solid. I mean, wow. I mean, let's do one thing. I was going to save this for a future video, but let's do this right now and just get this out of the way. And believe me, this is not a bad thing nor a good thing or in any way, but just to show you, here's the current Mevo, and then, of course it's made by Logitech. This is the original version, but they're still the same size. But there's your size comparison right there. So yeah, it's a little bit of a difference there, but I mean, I'm seeing a lot more lens. I'm seeing a lot more going on here. So very hopeful at this point. And of course, we will put these head to head with the Mevos in a future video because that's what we do here in ijdm. Sometimes we compare modern technology with old school technology. So let's see if we got power. And it looks like it's fully charged out of the box. Okay, so it looks like we got a mic input here. That's probably an indicator light, or it's reset, RST reset. It's a reset pin thing if you need to reset it. Your mini SD card goes there, and of course your cable that connects is there. And I can't really explain much else because right now we are going to do a jump forward. What I'm going to do is go on my phone or probably even use my iPad and go ahead and get the app and start getting this set up, and we'll jump forward and I'll kind of explain the setup process when we return in just 1 second. Okay, we're going to do this in a series of cuts because obviously I got to download the app and do setup, and I don't want to give away my passwords or give away personal information. So here's the card. I scanned it. It went to the website and it pulled up the app. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit the get button, and easy as that. The first prompts they usually ask, and it asks me, is if I want to allow it access to my network. Do I want to allow it access? It's just security stuff on the iPad. Said yes, of course. I mean, you do that with just about any app nowadays. It's now asking, do you have any NearStream camera? I think it should be, do you have any NearStream cameras? Plural there. If you get an app update there, NearStream. Okay, first step, gonna connect to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, you can use the Bluetooth. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it connected to the Wi-Fi. Jump forward now. Okay, just went through the setup process, fairly easy. The camera appears, you connect it to your network, easy. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. It's asking about the firmware upgrade. I knew that was gonna happen. That's just the way things go, but I'm gonna hit continue for now. I'll do a firmware update on it later on and maybe cover it in a future video, or if I see something before I go into post, I'll add that toward the end of anything that I see that is different with the camera. So it's connecting, continue. Okay, yeah, well, there it is. Whoa, that was incredibly simple, and I gotta say, the picture quality, I mean, I don't have a lot of light in this room right now, per se, and I gotta say, that's looking pretty sharp. Wow. Yeah, it was that easy. And obviously, if I want to go live, then I can choose YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or do a custom RTMP, or you can record it. I'm sure you can record it either to the iPad or, let's see, will it go either way? Yeah, you can record to your iPad or iPhone, or if you have an Android device, then you can record also natively to the camera. And let's see, it says 1080, 1080 high, 1080 low. So there's a few different options there for recording, which is nice. I don't have an SD card installed, and then this one, it's the same way. We're just gonna skip with, with changing any of those settings. We're gonna stick with the 1080, and I mean, so far it is not much latency. That's about average, to be honest with you. And you want a little bit of delay because you have multiple cameras and you're switching between sources. You don't want any discrepancy in time between the cameras. So usually on any of this stuff that goes through Wi-Fi, you do generally want at least a 1 second delay of some kind so that everything syncs up. I'm gonna go in the settings now, and then of course, again, it's the camera input quality setting, which you can really bring that right up. Wow, what does that say? Change the setting will cause the connect. Okay, will cause it. We won't change anything on this video. Standard, high. Okay, so you can have this so it's a little bit less lag time, but we're gonna go with standard here. Any of you know on my network, it is so loaded with technology that yeah, it's hard to add anything else to it at this point. Okay, and then let's see. I'm just kind of going through the bottom here. Oh, and there's your adjustments for audio. So let's go ahead and record something. Let's put this camera somewhere, and I'll actually record something. I think I'm gonna do it on the chip. I'm gonna put a chip in there. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up outside. I'm gonna do a little recording thing. So we're gonna jump forward, and then we're just gonna take a look at the quality, and you'll see that in my final post edit, what the actual video quality looks like with the camera. But so far, I gotta say, I'm impressed. I haven't looked at the time on the actual battery packs. 8 hours. Yeah, that's good. Alrighty then. I don't have anything interesting to record in my yard at this point, and sure enough, I just went out there to set up the camera, and somebody's doing jackhammering. So yeah, that's why I'm not filming outside. And plus, it's a little chilly out. It's only about 60 degrees here in Florida on this crisp January day, which is a nice break from our crazy heat. But anyhow, there you go. It's connected, and I'm a good ways away from the camera right now, probably a good 30, 40 feet. You can see my fire pit there, my smoker, and some trees and stuff. And yeah, my yard needs to be mowed. I guess I know what I'm doing later. So let's go ahead and hit that record button. Yep. Okay. It's asking me to format the card. I just pulled it out of my, one of my other cameras. So should format card. Format. Okay. So there we go. We're going to hit begin record and just record a few seconds, 10, 20 seconds of video. So I have something to show you when you're watching it full screen like you are now, instead of watching it on a screen, and you can't really see the difference in the quality. Most 99% of my videos on YouTube are 4K, so you should have a good interpretation of it. And granted, it is going to be upscaled from 1080 to 4K, but we're just doing this straight on the 1080 mode. The only drawback on this camera, and I'm not saying this in any negative way, is it does not have NDI like the Mevo cameras do. And that is kind of a drawback for me because I use NDI for just about everything. I love the protocol. It works great for me. I never have any issues with it. That being said, I did get an email from the representative. They did say, yes, that is a feature that is planned and is on the list of getting things done. With NDI, it does have to be licensed, I believe, through NewTek, so there's things going on there. Once they get the license, then we should be good to go and have the NDI function and use it in other types of apps as well. But we'll test that Windows thing out as we go along here today. Okay, we went to the page and downloaded the app. Let's go ahead and get that installed. Yes. All right, just going through the setup process. It's just on my lower screen here. Typical stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, it looks like, yeah, well, that was quick and easy. I like quick and easy. It didn't ask me to install anything extra or weird or any of that stuff. It just straight up installed the app. Can you, I guess we can't increase the size. So let's see if we can find our camera. And there it is. Yeah, well, that worked great. So we can record to computer. Let's just try this. Okay, it's only gonna do 720. This may be a network limitation on my side. Oh, okay. I just finagled a few things. You didn't miss anything. And yeah, it's in 1080 mode, so we're good to go there if we want to record in 1080. So, and record to the computer or record to the chips. Let's start recording. I'm just going to do the desktop here so I can find it quickly. You're learning this as I'm learning this, and it's really simple to use. So it's recording. So if your other cameras were connected, then they would appear here and you could switch between the sources. Super easy and simple. I like that. Again, the NDI function would be nice, but in this situation, I would say everything's working great. And for a cloudy day outside, I mean, it looks fine to me. I mean, comparable to some even my higher end cameras that I own, that picture quality looks just perfect to me at this point in time, especially for, let's just say, a live production situation. And with that, we will end the unboxing and review of the NearStream VM-33 camera. I definitely give it a thumbs up at this point. See some room of improvement with some NDI and some firmware updates and maybe some compatibility with some other software. But definitely a camera I could recommend it in a situation you want to set up and stream something and have multiple cameras and have it done wirelessly. It seems to do it effortlessly. It's very simple. It's basic. And really, that's what you want out of a product. We'll see you next time on ijdm. Happy New Year if you're watching this in the beginning of 2024 when this is being filmed. Otherwise, be sure to hit that subscribe button, be sure to hit that like button, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.